All right, for this next bit, I'm going to show you something out of myself and Simon Patterson's track, Something's Up, which was released just about a year ago. A lot of emails come in and people are always asking how we made the bass line that comes in after the break on that track, because it's really, really dirty, really gritty. It's similar to that, Benassi type Satisfaction style bass, but it's a lot edgier and a lot more layers to it. So the simple answer is we just used 4 different bass lines to make the bass. It was either 3 or 4. So basically I'm going to take it and I'll show you what's making each of the layers and how you tie them all together. So basically you'd have the build-up coming in from here. Yeah, it's 4 layers. This is the bass here. So basically I'll solo out that. Should have them all on the bus. So this would be one bass. Very, very, just almost brittle in a way, but it does add extra texture to the bass. Then you got this one, the deep one. And you have absolutely ridiculous edge style bass. I'll tell you what each of these ones are in a second. I think I got killed on a pitch bend again. Let's try it again. And that's the main meat of the bass. So okay, so this particular synth, this is the main part of it. This is just an ES2. It's a single saw oscillator. Very simple sound, pitched way down. Then it goes through Ohm Force Ohmicide, which is an amazing distortion unit. Gets pretty much broken down to fits. I mean, without the Ohmicide on it, it's a completely different sound. Then channel EQ, just to kind of boost a little bit of the low mid, a little bit of the low high. Side chaining, so this way. Oh, the pitch bend again. Good enough. And okay, for a good example, this is another example of the Renaissance bass as well. Without this on it, it just doesn't sound as good. I mean, I like with the Renaissance bass on it. It's a bit warmer because we're gonna be making up for the high mids and the highs anyway with the other basses. And yeah, that's basically it for that particular sound. That's that layer. This is the secondary layer, the electro deep one. What is this? This is just the deep sub off the V station. Also a very, very simple sound. It's a 2 oscillator saw wave bass. One oscillator, 1 octave under the other. Way down, filter way down, resonance up a bit, and you get the basic sound. I filtered off all the additional highs with an EQ, so this way you only get the bass end of it, and it's also sidechained to the kick or to the kick tapped, as I explained earlier. So that's just an extra layer. This sound's made by the ES2. Also a very simple sound as well. It's 1 saw tooth oscillator, filtered down a bit. I'm guessing just with a bit more resonance. That was it. And that was just for the extra texture. Also sidechains. It's very important that all of these are sidechained because all of them together is going to be really, really messy for the mix. So if you just sidechain it to the kick and it gets the pumping going on. It's only used in one small section of the track anyway, so that's what we figured. We might as well just leave it. Leave them sidechained because it creates a lot of rhythm in just this section. That's all we needed. This is the other bass. This one's playing off of Vanguard. And it's a sound, I think it's off the presets in Vanguard, as a matter of fact. But yeah, as you can hear that the tone in it is very different from the other synths you're going to get out of like the ES2, ES1, V Station, or even Virus. It's just a unique sound. It doesn't sound amazing, but with the conglomeration of the bunch of sounds, it just really helps. And that's also going through just an EQ and sidechain compression. Let's see, there's one other sound that I'm totally missing here. Here we go. And here's the one that gives it all the edge. This is probably the one that most people are going to want to know which synth that is. So let's see. It's the V Station. And this sound is basically... how is that sound made? Okay, this is a FM type sound. So that really aggressive ripping sound is made because it's using FM synthesis on the 3rd oscillator. If you turn up the FM, it's going to sound quite different. So you get a totally different sound if you turn up the FM. And you actually, even if you turn more, it's all different textures. I love the FM stuff because it actually creates it's a really unique metallic edge. It's almost on the verge of distortion, but it's not. It's just a different texture. So then to hear it all come into the mix again, that's another session. And these sounds just basically just wait there for you. All the orange ones are all the basses. And that's how that ends up sounding in the final mix. And actually, before this track, I was never a big fan of layering leads and layering basses together. I figured, I was kind of a lazy producer. I just don't want to. I was always kind of a lazy producer. I didn't want to you spend too much time making one particular sound. But if you layer and spend the time doing it, you're going to get a sound that nobody else has, and everybody's going to ask you, where'd you make that sound? What synth is that made on? And when the answer is actually not as easy as just one simple synth, it actually feels a lot better.